Hello, this is Lisa. Welcome back to my channel, Divinely Transformed. I am going to do something new. This is a quick energy portal reading, and just to catch up on what a portal is. A portal is just a window of opportunity from the universe, and the universe. One of the ways it does this is through numbers. So today is one of those special days, February 2nd, 2020, 2222, and then it's also the same backwards, so it's a special portal. Now, I do want to apologize because this should have been done like earlier, like today or even yesterday, but I have different things come up, and then I wasn't even at home most of today due to the weather, so my apologies on that. And even though most of the day is gone for today, there's still about 6.5 hours left of this portal of opportunity. So whoever sees this in the meantime, it may benefit them in some way still. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And I am sorry that I wasn't able to get it done sooner. So this is going to be a little bit different from my regular reads. I'm going to pull 5 cards, and we're going to talk about the energies of each of the 5 cards, and how these energies can affect you during this portal. And just keep in mind, it might sound sci-fi or crazy or something like that, but a portal is just the universe manifesting a window of opportunity for us. So let's see what opportunities are coming our way. I call upon earth, air, fire, water, spirit, and ether. I also call upon my angels, my ascended masters, Yahweh, Yeshua, and the Holy Spirit to show me what I need to see for this reading. This reading is for the highest good of all, in all time and space, in all universes, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit Team. What are the energies surrounding this 2-2 portal for 2020? What are the opportunities? We'll do 5 cards for opportunities and 5 cards for challenges. So we'll start with the opportunities first. Okay, I'll take that one. Opportunities. Page of Swords in reverse. Normally I go through the cards individually as I go, but I'm just going to go ahead and get all the cards out and then go through them. Where are the other? Thank you. All right. Second card for opportunity is the 9 of Wands in reverse. Third card is the 7 of Swords. Fourth card is the Page of Pentacles. All right. One more card for opportunities, please. Thank you. King of Wands. All right. Now, 5 cards for challenges for the 2-2 portal, please. I appreciate you, Spirit Team. Thank you. The Tower in reverse underneath the Page of Swords. Queen of Swords right underneath the 9 of Wands. Okay. Underneath the Seven of Swords, we have the Devil in reverse. Underneath the Page of Pentacles, we have Death in reverse. Interesting that these are challenges. One more card, please. Thank you. And the final card underneath the King of Wands, I have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Alright. Card on the bottom of the deck, Four of Swords in reverse. So, there's going to be a lot of energy and momentum because the energy is, we're busy, we're not resting. So, the Page of Swords in reverse. It can refer to a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but doesn't have to. But when it's in the reverse here, as an opportunity, I'm feeling intuitively to not take things quite so seriously. If you're receiving some disappointing news, the challenges underneath it, the Tower in reverse. So it's not the end of the world. Okay, this is the energy I'm getting with that. Meaning, when the Tower is in reverse, it means that the destruction is only partial and can be rebuilt. So, whatever news that is disappointing, whether it be someone doesn't have anything nice to say or nothing to say, you know, this Page of Swords in reverse, you know, it's kind of a mean card. But it can also talk about having your head in the clouds too, and maybe an accident can happen. But at the same time, this accident isn't going to be the end of the world. It'll be fine. It can be replaced, restored, renewed in some way. So I'm just getting like an overall feeling of like negligence with that, but not in a malicious way. But I mean, it can, but I'm not getting malice with that. So the next opportunity we have is the Nine of Wands in reverse. This is the energy of needing to be in a position where you're not going to compromise on something. You just refuse to give in on something that you believe in. But it can also talk about not learning from the past. So the challenge is taking on I'm sorry. This Nine of Wands in reverse can also talk about lacking courage as well. So the challenges for the the Queen of Swords underneath here is to find your truth, to stand in your truth, so that you know that if you need to be rigid on something, if you need to be laying down the law, so to speak, that you're doing it in the best way possible for your highest good and for the highest good of others. This is a card of fairness. This is a card of being able to create and set boundaries and maintain them. So the opportunity is there to correct this behavior, this Nine of Wands in reverse behavior and the negative. If that Nine of Wands behavior is in the negative, then the Queen of Swords challenge is to find a way to see things from another perspective, from the perspective of fairness and equality. Because the Queen of Swords in the upright, she's always willing to hear someone else's side of the story out. And this could represent a Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, but doesn't have to. We're just talking about energies. So it may be a challenge to create the boundary. It may be a challenge to stand in your truth. But, you could do it if you choose. Okay. So we have the Seven of Swords here. Seven of Swords talks about trickery and sometimes deceit, or just hiding things that aren't known to others. And this is getting stuff done by all means necessary, whether it hurts others or not. This is things done in secret. But the challenge is to do it from the Devil in reverse energy. So that means the complete opposite of the bright side up. This is talking about doing it. No, this is talking about, not participating in this hiding things. And it's coming from light and truth, which is the Devil in reverse, the opposite of the Devil in the upright. So when you're standing in your truth and you're in the light, you don't have to hide, and you don't have to keep secrets, and you don't have to do things by all means necessary. Because normally, if you have to do things that way, it's typically not the right way to go about things. The opportunity, number 4 for this portal is the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles talks about good news in the material world. Could represent a child, a potential earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, doesn't have to. But we're talking about someone who is very curious and studious and learning, and just wanting to learn new things. But the challenge is to try to do that in a way that you're learning from the past, because Death card in reverse is talking about resisting change and not learning from the past. So do this, but don't repeat past mistakes is what it's saying here, because there is a potential opportunity for that. The happy-go-lucky energy that can sometimes get you wrapped up in repeating things from the past, like potentially this, like we just talked about, keeping secrets, not telling the whole truth, doing things behind others' backs. It might seem like the right thing to do, but really we need to consider that, and we need to make sure that we're learning from the past and we're not repeating past mistakes. Okay, and the final energy for the 2-2 portal is the King of Wands for our opportunity. King of Wands can be a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, doesn't have to be, but this is talking about embodying the energy of the King of Wands, which the King of Wands is a visionary, he's a leader, and he's a man of action. He has far sight into the future, like he can plan ahead very, very well. So there is an opportunity for you to be able to plan out your future in the way that you want it to. But see, the challenges underneath it is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, which talks about no movement in that area for a time. And this can be very frustrating, but it will be for a reason. Because some plans aren't meant for immediate action. Some plans are meant for long term and carrying them out in the future and working towards them. This is about not being hasty in any decisions. And that's the general overall theme that I'm getting here. Not being hasty, remembering your lessons from the past, treating others with respect, and not doing things behind their back, but also being fair and just with them as well. So it's not about don't be mean behind their back just to be mean to their face kind of thing. No, we're not talking about any kind of meanness. We're talking about the opposite of that. So whatever obstacles that you're facing coming up, this is not just the energy for the day. This energy extends for a period of time. But just know that whatever happens, it's not the end of the world, and it can be rebuilt, because it's not a complete destruction. It can be fixed. So, yep. So that is the energy for the 2-2 portal. I hope that y'all enjoyed this reading. Like I said, that these energies can extend for a week or two. Just keep that in mind. And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much.